Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Inexpensive Beauty. And it is your girl Nikki the Mohawk Maiden, and we're just going to talk about glowing skin very quickly. There is nothing more beautiful on a woman than glowing skin and white teeth. But glowing skin is just something that every woman should strive for. And I'm going to show you some really quick things that you can do to keep your skin right. Women, we know how it is when we get a blemish, a bump, a pimple, a big nasty pimple at that. It drives bananas. But the thing is that you have to keep your skin right if you want your makeup to be flawless. I'm just going to show you a couple of things that I use. And the first thing I'm going to actually tell you to do is make sure that you take care of your skin. I know that black doesn't crack, ladies. I get that. But you must take care of your skin because we as African American women are prone to something called hyperpigmentation. And that's when you get a scar and it leaves a very dark blemish. Those blemishes are very hard to get rid of. I don't care how much you treat them, put makeup on them. They're just really hard to get rid of. And the only thing that I know that actually works is Clinique. But other than that, they're very hard to get rid of. So I want you guys to take care of your skin. You do it a couple of ways. One, wash your face with a very mild cleanser. I'm not into Noxzema. I am not into very harsh abrasive scrubs. Get some Cetaphil. And if you have body acne, if you get Cetaphil in a bar, it's even better. Like in the summer, I get pimples and bumps and I'm prone to body acne everywhere. This Cetaphil bar has literally just cleared my skin up from head to toe. So get a nice mild cleanser. The next thing that you want to do is you want to get a good moisturizer. And ladies, I know a lot of us believe that, we don't need moisturizer. I'm already oily, my face is already greasy. No. Everybody needs a moisturizer, but it's the type of moisturizer that you use. Like I'll take myself, for example. I am a very sweaty person. I get very glistening. I'm just shiny is the only word. I just get very shiny looking in the summer. So I stopped using moisturizer. But what happens is when you put on your makeup, be it a liquid foundation or a powder, you look gray underneath. It's not a good look. So I had to find ways to work around the moisturizing issue. So there are one or two things that you can actually do. Either buy a very light moisturizer that is very silky in texture and is very lightweight. Or you can buy something like Pond's. And what I do when my skin is very wet, I'll put the Pond's on, massage it in while my face is still wet out of the shower, my pores are open, and then I'll let it sit for a minute, then I'll just lightly take a towel or any type of white rag and blot it off. So that way I don't have that excessively greasy feeling. Then I'll put my primer on, then I'll put my powder on. Another thing that I will tell you is to make sure that you don't sleep in your makeup. Ladies, I have been guilty of this, but do not sleep in your makeup. You are prone to excessive breakouts when you do things like that. And big nasty pimples because the oil has nowhere to go. Because you have pores in your face, and we're already using pore minimizers and all those other kind of things to achieve a very matte face. So when you do that, the oil has no place to go, or the sweat, or the excess water. So it actually just goes back underneath your skin and it forms a cyst or a bubble, which is a pimple. You don't want that. They're gross, nasty, and like I said before, you're prone to scarring, and scarring is just not a good look on your skin. So the thing is, do not do that. Take your makeup off. I don't care how tired you are. Get a makeup remover cloth. Put it by your bedside. Especially when you come from the club, because people smoke. It's just nasty. It's smoky. It's just all kinds of pollutants in the air. Make sure you take care of your makeup. Take it off at night. The next thing I would definitely tell you is to make sure that you are exfoliating your face. I did a video on a honey and aspirin mask, but exfoliate your skin once a week with a mild exfoliant and buy a new toothbrush, like an Oral-B spin head toothbrush. When you're exfoliating your face with a cleanser, just kind of go around in circles. Just really easy, and that exfoliates your face wonderfully. Now, I've gotten all that out the way. I'm just going to show a couple of products that I use. I'm going to show you two very expensive products, and y'all know I'm cheap as hell. So these products have to be good in order for me to recommend them to you. And the first thing I'm going to tell you about your foundation is this. If you do not have to wear liquid foundation in the summer, don't wear it. Wear a powder. Powder works in several different key ways that make your skin look really nice. First, it absorbs the sweat. Second, it keeps the glistening off your face. And because mineral powder allows your skin to breathe, it doesn't clog your pores as bad as a liquid would. And the thing is, you're buffing it in, so it's very, very lightweight. As with the liquid, you're packing it on. Very, very different. But if you must wear liquid, I recommend something called a skin tint, which is simply moisturizer with a little bit of foundation or a little bit of coloring in it that you can just smooth onto your face. And I'm just going to show you some other products that I think are very, very, very well, or do very, very well, I should say. I'm going to put this on for you because I'm sitting in front of you barefaced. I have nothing on my skin, nothing on my skin. And I love the Revlon Deep 250. And this stuff is tough. Love it, love it, love it. Because the thing that gets me is, first of all, out of the bottle, it's like white. And I'm going to put a little bit on my hand before I put it on my face. Look at that. Just a tad. Look at that. It's white. But I'm going to show you what happens to it. I think it's the neatest freaking thing. I just want to know how to do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your regular liquid foundation, but you're going to use half of what you would normally use other times of the year. So I'm just going to, just use this little dab. I'm going to do something really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to blend it in. Let me scoot in so you guys can see better. Just going to blend it in. And all I'm doing is pretty much creating a very even tone. That's it. I'm not trying to hide, cover, buff, none of that. Just a very even tone. So the next thing that I would tell you to do is to get a very good luminescent powder. And that's the powder that gives your skin kind of like that glowy, sparkly look. And a good product for that is the Revlon Color Stay. And this is actually Sun-Kissed Radiance. That's the back. This is the front. And you guys know how I feel about Revlon. When it comes to making makeup for women of color, hands down, drugstore brand, Revlon is the shiznick. I mean, hands down, I love them. They think about women of color. They understand that we are all not one color, and they make sure that they make their foundation in several colors. And I like that. And their powders and their liquid foundations are absolutely awesome, 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 awesome. Try Revlon before you buy anything else. Try Revlon. So the thing I like about this powder is it's kind of like sparkly. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you only need a little bit of this. So once I put on my, my liquid foundation, oh, I almost forgot. Make sure that you invest in some cosmetic application sponges. And the reason, I'm so sorry, I totally forgot this. Once you put on your liquid foundation and you're using half what you would normally use, you're going to take this, and I have a plate with a little bit of water in it, and you're going to wet it just a little bit, just a tiny bit. And what you're going to do is you're going to blot. Make sure you wring it out totally well, because what that does is it creates like a flawless look with hardly like any makeup. I don't know why it works, but I know it works. And you're just going to blot the makeup. And it is like, look at that. It's just flawless. It creates a beautiful, flawless canvas with just a tiny bit or a fraction of the foundation you use, a square sponge. Just put a little bit of water, wring it out, just blot it. You will have a perfectly smooth face, almost airbrushed. Don't know why it works? It works. You're going to take your powder. You're going to put just a tiny bit of this on, because if you put more than 2 or 3 swipes, you are going to look very orange. You're just going to buff it in your skin. Just going to buff it in your skin, and already, look at that. Already. And I've hardly used any product. You have a beautiful, beautiful glow. And I mean, I've hardly used any product, like no product. Okay, the next thing I'm going to recommend to you is some type of blush, or some type of blush that has a glow factor to it. I'm going to show you the expensive first, and I'm going to show you the 2 drugstore alternatives. So as you guys know, I swear by Benefit Makeup. I absolutely love it. There's nothing like it. Point blank, period, end of story. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. You should read a story about it. It was actually in Elle magazine, I think about a month ago, how they got started. Very interesting. They actually were using, there was a stripper, and her areolas were actually, when she would put makeup on them, they would come off. So they used the skin tint to kind of dye her nipples, And that's how they got started. They got like really big off of this one product. Read it, read it. It is so funny. It is hilarious. And like I said before, this is Girl Meets Pearl. Let me stop chatting. This is Girl Meets Pearl. And this is about $30. And that's what it looks like. And you have to twirl it up. And when you do, it's kind of like that. So what you do with this is you can put it underneath, on top of, or wear without any foundation. And I will just lightly dab it up the side. And I'm hoping you guys can see that. And I would take a blush brush and just buff it in, not to blend it in completely, but just to buff it enough to take out the streak in it. Because it gives you this beautiful, beautiful glow. There it is, very quickly. It gives you and when I say a beautiful glow, beautiful glow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I love this stuff, but it's expensive. It's $32. So y'all know how I am. I'm cheap as hell, but it's a good product. The next thing I will tell you to get by Benefit is something called Moonbeam. And it was so funny because a guy put my makeup on, and I loved it. And I am funny about people touching my face. My thing is, where is your hand sanitizer? Do not touch my freaking face because your hands are nasty. But he actually had hand sanitizer, like Cat in the Hat. Put it on, and then he touched my skin. I was cool. But he recommended this to me. He was like, your skin is really nice. You should try something like this. And when you take Moonbeam out, this has a gold glow. The other one had more of a pink glow. This is kind of like a gold glow. And this works on just about any skin type. But for some odd reason, this is beautiful on Latino women, African American women. It is absolutely gorgeous. And all you're going to do is like dot it. And like I put it in my T-zone. Because that's where I want the light to actually come into. And that's like where I wear it. And I look like an Indian. I'm tripping. But watch this when you blend it. And all you're doing is you're just blending it out. And you don't need a lot of it. I'm hoping you guys can see it. It just creates this yellow, pink, orangey glow that is a showstopper. It is just a showstopper. And it is so light and silky and feathery. And you don't even need a lot of it. It is just the bomb. I'm hoping you guys can see that. If you can't, trust me, just go get you some. It is tough product. Love it, love it, love it. And I am a fan of something that works on all women. This is one of those things that works on all women. Just a good product. So if you don't want to spend $32, I recommend getting both of these actually, because you can buy one get one free right now at, buy one get one half off at CVS. So you're paying like $7 for both of these. It's like $5, and the next one's like $2.50. Get you some Maybelline Dream Mousse Blush. And this is a pink tone. And this would kind of be like your Girl Meets Pearl. And this is kind of like your Moonbeam. And I know a lot of women of color say, well, I don't want to wear that. It's too dark. But you'd be surprised. It is beautiful. I'm going to put the pink on one cheek and put the brown on the other. So we're going to start with the pink first. Really quickly. Pink, pink, pink. And cream blush stays wonderfully in the summer. It is just, it's gorgeous. You don't have any problems with cream blush. It stays put. As with the powder, you wipe a couple times, it's gone. Cream blush is not like that. So that's the pink on one side. And we're going to put the brown on another, just like that. You guys see that? Just want to blend it in. And it's tough. It's gorgeous. It's a great glowy summer look. Look at that. And I have a fat face, so I do my cheeks back to my temples, and I go around. There you have it. Gorgeous. And let me tell you, for all my sisters out there, get you some blush. There's nothing like seeing a beautiful black woman in some blush. And if you apply it right, blush just does something for you. A lot of times I feel, well, I'm not a white girl. I'm not putting on blush. I don't need blush. No. Get you some blush. It just has a way of awakening your skin up. It's a good look. Get you some nice blush. If you want to buy NARS Orgasm, knock yourself out. But let me tell you, Maybelline does a trick, honey. So like I said before, these are my glowing skin tips. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop me a line. And like I say, it is okay to be beautiful, but how you going to do it, baby? You're going to do it inexpensively. And you guys have a good night. Bye.